If you're thinking about selling your home, at some point, you're going to be faced with a decision that has a bigger impact than anything else in the entire process, and that's who you choose to represent you. I'm Don Pelletier. I'm broker and owner at the Don Pelletier Group, and I just want to take a few minutes here to, explain why so many sellers ultimately choose to work with me, because it's probably not what you might think or expect. Over the past 4 decades, I've successfully sold more than 2,200 homes across greater San Diego, which is more homes sold than over 97% of the more than 20,000 agents in San Diego County. And I've personally worked through every type of market cycle along the way, from the strong seller markets to much more challenging conditions and everything in between. And that experience matters, especially in a market like the one that we're in right now, where strategy and precision make a real difference. But here's what I also want you to understand. Most sellers, they don't choose me because of, a number or a statistic. They choose me because of how I approach the process and how I guide them through it every step of the way. The first thing is clarity. I'm going to give you a very honest and realistic understanding of what to expect, what your home is likely to sell for, and what it's going to take to get there. Not what sounds good, but will actually help you make the very best decision. The second thing is strategy. Every home is different and every situation is different. So there's really no one-size-fits-all approach. Pricing, preparation, marketing, and timing, they all need to be aligned from the very beginning, and that's where many sales are either won or they're lost. The third thing is execution. A lot of agents will talk about marketing, but very few actually execute that at a high level. The difference is not in saying what will be done, it's in how it's done and how consistently it's done. I also hold a professional designation as a digital marketing expert, which is held by less than 1% of agents nationwide. And it's that allows me to create a level of exposure for my listings that most sellers simply don't get and don't have access to. In a market where there are more homes available and buyers have more choices, it's that kind of exposure that's critical because it's what's going to attract the right buyers and create stronger opportunities for better outcomes for the sellers. Well, based on my last 700 home sales, my listings have sold for an average of 98% of the full asking price of the seller and within 32 days. And that consistency, it doesn't happen by chance. It comes from positioning homes correctly from the very start and then managing every step of the process carefully. Another reason sellers choose to work with me is communication. In other words, you're going to work directly with me throughout the entire process, not hand it off to someone else. And that matters because oftentimes real estate decisions require quick adjustments and clear guidance. And here's something else that I think is important. I've earned over 200 5-star reviews from my clients over the years, and those reviews reflect real experiences from people who are in the exact same position that you may be in right now. So if you've ever liked to, take a look at those, I'm happy to share them with you. Just let me know, because I think they give a very clear picture of what it's like to work with me throughout the entire process. And finally, experience. Having worked through multiple market cycles, I've seen what works, what doesn't, and how to make those adjustments when conditions change. And that allows me to guide my clients with confidence, even when the market is less predictable. So when sellers are deciding, who to work with, it really usually comes down to just really one simple question. Who do I trust to guide me through one of the most important financial decisions I'll ever make in my lifetime? So if you're thinking about selling and you want a very clear, honest conversation about what this would look like for your home, I'm happy to help. You can call me directly at 858-336-1114 or send email to don@donpelletier.com. We can schedule a quick time. I'll walk you through exactly what I would recommend, and then you can decide from there what makes the most sense for you. And if you're comparing agents right now, that's exactly what you should be doing. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please know I'm here if I can help or answer any questions. Thank you and have a great day.